Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Yeah, I'm doing Kerbal Space Program now. That's the thing. This is Kerbal Space Program. So before I start rambling on like an idiot, this is a rocket. It's a rocket in case you can't tell. It's going to go to the moon, which is not as hard to get to in the game as it is to get to in real life. I think. I don't know, maybe NASA just like twiddling their thumbs or something. Who knows? But yeah, it's pretty easy. I don't know, by the way, I'm sorry if the video is really laggy because I can't really tell this preview window thing, but it gets worse. So, anyway, just what am I doing? Oh yeah, okay. So right now I'm like getting up into the orbit and circularizing, so I won't fall back into the earth into a fiery blaze of death. That's always nice, you know. You don't want to die. That's always the goal. So just detach that main booster because that's not of any use to us now, and I'm just gonna circularize, and we're done. And now we can deploy the fairings in a moment because I'm a fail. Okay, there it is. And just leave more space junk because that's what you need. And let's see. So now what I'm going to do is I just need to plan a, what's it called? I need to make the moon the target, the moon, I don't know, and just make a maneuver node and guess, because that's how I make all my maneuver nodes. I just kind of guess until I get it right. It's a pretty bad way of doing it. I probably shouldn't do it that way, but you know, whatever. That's how it is. No wonder I haven't gone to other planets yet. So I'm just kind of screwing around with it until it kind of intersects with the moon thing. And I'm actually going to, I think this is what I did at least, I'm going to make an orbit that intersects with the moon so that when I deploy or I get rid of that stage right there that has the big engine that you can see, not as big as the first one, it's over there on the left of the rocket from this perspective. Once you get rid of that, it'll crash into the moon, and then you won't have to worry about space junk, even though that's not really a thing in this game. And then using the next engine, you can make it so you don't die on the moon in a fiery blaze of death. That's what's going on. Then next, actually, I'm just gonna go along as I do it. So right there, I was just, what am I doing? Okay, so as you can see, I went to the debris and I checked to see if it was intersecting with the moon, and it is. So yeah, it's not gonna fly off into space. Let's see. So just getting that amazing 6 solar panel thing, which is completely unnecessary. Probably barely even needed 1, but you know, that's how it is. Just approaching the moon over here. Oh, hey, look, it's the Earth. Or Kerbin, I think. Yeah, that's what it's called. Just gotta start burning so that I get into an orbit around the moon. And now I can start my descent. Maybe. So, what I did was I made a move. What are these things called? Maneuver nodes. And you just have to burn against the direction of where you're going so that you slow down and you're gonna crash into the moon basically. But then you slow yourself down enough so you don't die in a fiery blaze of death when you get there. So yeah, just doing that slowly. I made sure I wasn't aiming at a crater because craters are kind of annoying, but you know, whatever. So yeah, I missed the crater that I was trying to avoid by a long shot. So we're just approaching the ground at this point. I probably should have retracted the solar panels, but screw it, you know, it's the moon, who cares, right? So I saw a rock, and I wanted to not hit the rock, even though it was probably not going to hit it anyway. And so I boosted in one direction, and then to fix that, because I was going sideways, I boosted in the other direction. And then this happened. You know, this is This is all intentional. This is how it goes in real life, right? You just kind of cover up mistakes, just detach that, make quick save, you know, detach that main module, and then somehow prop that up, right? You know, this is all Valentina's fault. That was not me. Don't blame me. It was all Valentina. Okay, so it was at this point I realized you can't plant flags on debris, which is kind of stupid, but you know, whatever. Just gonna plant it over here then. Fine, jeez. Okay. I forgot what I called it. It's probably like the king of failures. Look, she's so happy about it. She's so happy that she like crashed that she crashed the rocket on the moon. This is your fault, Valentina. Remember that. Okay, so we've wasted like enough time, and by enough time I mean like 30 seconds on the moon. So it's time to go back. There's nothing to do except look at it and then not look at it anymore. So just going to, what I did was I had another thing in the moon orbit, so I set that as a target, even though it was probably going in the wrong direction, so I knew which direction I had to go in, and then I went in that direction. I wasn't trying to like meet up with it or anything, I just kind of did it, and it's probably wrong, but whatever. It's the moon, who cares? Looking super stupid with those two solar panels, asymmetrical. Okay, whatever. So just get into the moon orbit, you know, as people do. Oh, cool. Okay, so you just need to extend. Okay, make a maneuver node somewhere. I don't even know. I'm not a rocket scientist. I just put it somewhere, and then it kind of works maybe, and then it like barely escapes the moon's gravity, and then it goes into the Kerbin gravity, and then yeah, that's what I do. And then when it's at the periapsis, when it's at the farthest point from the Kerbin, you start burning retrograde, and it crashed. Okay, there we go. Try number 2. That's okay. We can recover from this. This is alright. Okay, wrong craft. Let's see. Okay, so we didn't lose much progress, but we're still missing a solar panels, which means the failure still happened, which is regrettable. Now I can't just like cut it out of the clip and say, oh yeah, that never happened. Yeah, it's not happening. So I'm just gonna redo that because I'm a failure. Actually no, my computer's a failure. Come on, man, you gotta be fast in this. It's crap. Okay. So, yeah, what was I doing? Oh yeah, so we're flying away from the moon really fast, taking some beauty shots with the sun, the Earth, Kerbin, and the moon. Because it looks cool. And my spaceship is still missing a solar panel. Yeah, just flying around. And where was I? So at this point, I got to the burn, and I put my periapsis to a good low. I have no idea what it was, but it was good and it was low. And so I time warped, and you know, ditched that last stage. Nobody needs that last stage. We have a heat shield on the bottom of that cupola module. I was planning on maybe using the Mark II lander can. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, I was switching between the two, like the debris and the main craft, because on the debris, there like the solar panels were still out and they were still alive, and that's never possible ever. So I have no idea what's going on, but thanks Kerbal Space Program for making the important things count. So anyway, I was considering using the Mark II lander can or the Mark II other thing, command pod, is that what it's called? I was considering using that, but then like, because then you'd have 2 Kerbals instead of 1 or maybe 3. But you know, screw that. Valentina can go on her own. And it's a nice view. It's really cool view from the cupola module. It's pretty cool. Yeah, just descending towards the land pretty fast, you know. Only, what is that? I can't even read it. I had to downscale the resolution of the video so much I can't even read anything on the screen. That said fuse box right there, I think. So now the parachutes are out, just slowly, and it crashed. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so we're not that far. We still don't have a solar panel, but that's okay. Just gonna get rid of that a little bit later into the descent. That's okay. And still going like 3,000 meters per second according to that last readout. I don't know. I was checking the destruction panel. It doesn't mean anything to me at this point. I'm just gonna fall down to the earth and probably crash again. Wink, wink, foreshadowing, if you know what I mean. So just making my way through the atmosphere, you know, as they do. Checking the temperature view a lot. I don't know why. Just kind of do. That's kind of cool, actually. Occasionally, I like flip to the cockpit view inside the cupola module. Looks kind of cool, but it's kind of trippy and not very good for the eyes. Or at least if you have sensitive eyes, it's not good for them. So I probably shouldn't have said it so late, but you know, whatever. It's all right. So I only sped this up to like 580% of the original playback speed, so that's fine. Yeah, just falling down to the earth. I noticed that there are some lakes nearby, and so assuming it doesn't crash. Let's see. So I wanted to like walk Valentina over there, just to walk her there and have a nice lakeside entry, and we landed and it crashed. Okay, this is one. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, it's time for Valentina to go on her epic adventure. And it crashed again, are you serious?